I want to tell you about a guy named Richard from Houston. Last summer, Richard's 15-year-old Trane system finally died. Compressor seized. Classic end-of-life scenario. He called 3 contractors. All 3 gave him the same pitch. Full system replacement. Outdoor unit, indoor coil, air handler, new refrigerant lines, new thermostat. The quotes ranged from $14,000 to $19,000. Richard is 72 years old. He's been a mechanical engineer his entire career. He doesn't like being told what to do, so he did something the industry hates. He did his own research. 3 weeks later, Richard had a fully operational system. Not a Band-Aid repair, a genuine upgrade. Variable speed inverter technology, 20 SEER efficiency, works with his existing ductwork and his existing thermostat. Total cost, including installation, $6,200. He saved over $12,000 by understanding one simple truth. The HVAC industry wants you to buy a box. Smart homeowners build a system. Today I'm going to show you exactly how Richard did it, and 5 more loopholes that the industry prays you never discover. This is the playbook they don't want you to have. Loophole number 1, the hybrid retrofit. Here is the biggest lie in the HVAC industry. When your outdoor unit dies, you have to replace everything. That's not engineering, that's marketing. Your system has 3 main components: the outdoor condenser with the compressor, the indoor evaporator coil, and the air handler or furnace that moves the air. When contractors quote you $15,000, they are replacing all 3, plus the refrigerant lines, plus the thermostat, plus anything else they can think of. But here is what they do not tell you. Some manufacturers specifically designed their outdoor units to work with existing indoor equipment. The one Richard used was a Bosch IDS system. Bosch is a German engineering company that bought Johnson Controls' residential HVAC division for $8 billion in January 2025. They did not come to America to play the same games as Carrier and Lennox. They came to disrupt. The Bosch IDS outdoor unit uses standard 24-volt control signals. That means it can communicate with almost any existing air handler or furnace. You keep your indoor equipment, you keep your ductwork, you keep your thermostat. You just upgrade the outdoor unit and the evaporator coil. The result? You get 20 SEER efficiency and variable speed inverter technology at roughly 40% of the cost of a full system replacement. The big brands engineered incompatibility on purpose. Bosch broke the lock. Now here is the catch. Most contractors will not offer this option because they make more money on full replacements. You have to specifically ask for a hybrid retrofit, and you have to find a contractor who is willing to work with Bosch equipment. We will talk about how to find those contractors in a minute. Loophole number 2, the downsizing strategy. This one sounds backwards, but stick with me. The industry loves to sell you oversized equipment. A 4-ton system when you need 3 tons, a 5-ton when you need 4. They tell you it is for those really hot days. They tell you bigger is better. It is a trap. An oversized air conditioner short cycles. It blasts cold air for 10 minutes, hits the temperature, and shuts off. 20 minutes later, it does it again, and again, all day long. Every time that compressor starts, it experiences massive mechanical stress. The startup current is 5 to 7 times higher than running current. That is like slamming on the gas pedal from a dead stop over and over all day. But here is the hidden problem nobody talks about. An oversized system does not run long enough to dehumidify your home. It cools the air but leaves the moisture behind. So you end up setting the thermostat to 72 degrees just to feel comfortable, when you should be comfortable at 76. The solution? Buy a smaller system and add a dedicated whole house dehumidifier. A properly sized 3-ton system with a Santa Fe Ultra 98 or an Aprilaire E100 dehumidifier will outperform an oversized 4-ton system in every way. The air conditioner runs longer, with steadier cycles. Fewer startups means longer compressor life, and the dehumidifier keeps your home at 45 to 50% relative humidity year-round. At 50% humidity, 76 degrees feels like 72. You're running your system less, your equipment lasts longer, and your electric bills drop by 15 to 20%. The industry wants you to buy a bigger box. Smart homeowners build a balanced system. Loophole number 3. The tax credit timing strategy. The federal government offered up to $2,000 in tax credits for qualifying heat pump installations through the Energy Efficient Home Improvement Credit, also known as 25C. That program ended December 31st, 2025. But here's what the industry never told you while it was active. The credit reset every year. $2,000 per year for heat pumps. $600 per year for a qualifying furnace. You could stack them across multiple tax years. The industry wanted you to do a big bang purchase, replace everything at once, and write one big check. They made more money that way. Smart homeowners did it differently. They replaced the furnace in year 1 and claimed the $600 credit. Then they replaced the outdoor unit with a heat pump in year 2 and claimed the $2,000 credit. It was the same total project, but $2,600 in tax credits instead of $2,000. The lesson? Whenever there are government incentives, read the fine print yourself. The contractor's job is to sell you equipment today, not to optimize your tax situation.
Loophole number 4. The $300 insurance policy. Your air conditioner's compressor costs $3,000 to $5,000 to replace. The circuit board that controls it costs $800 to $1,500. A single lightning strike or power surge can destroy both in a fraction of a second. And here is the part that should make you angry. Most manufacturer warranties specifically exclude surge damage. The fix costs less than $300 total. First, install an HVAC surge protector at your outdoor unit. The Intermatic AG3000 is the industry standard. It costs about $70, installs in 10 minutes on the electrical disconnect, and provides 3 modes of protection against power spikes. It even comes with a 3-year warranty that covers up to $7,500 in connected equipment if a surge gets through. Second, install a soft starter on your compressor. The Micro Air Easy Start is the gold standard. It costs around $350 and reduces your startup current by up to 75%. The electric company loves your compressor's startup surge. It spikes your demand charges. Your contractor loves it too, because it burns your motor out faster. Only you have a reason to stop it. Think about what that means. Instead of your compressor slamming from 0 to 100 amps every time it starts, the Easy Start ramps it up gradually over 2 to 3 seconds. Less electrical stress, less mechanical shock, less heat buildup in the windings. Contractors do not offer these because they would rather sell you a new compressor in 7 years. A $70 surge protector and a $350 soft starter can literally double your compressor's lifespan. The industry wants you to replace equipment. Smart homeowners protect it.
Loophole number 5. Avoid the proprietary thermostat trap. When you buy a new system, the contractor will push you toward a fancy proprietary thermostat. Carrier Infinity, Lennox iComfort, Trane Comfort Link. These thermostats can only talk to their matching equipment, and they cost $300 to $500 to replace when they fail. Here's the secret. Almost every residential HVAC system in America runs on the same basic control voltage, 24 volts alternating current. That has been the standard since the 1950s. Your grandfather's thermostat used it. Your great-grandfather's thermostat used it. When a contractor tells you that you need their proprietary thermostat, what they are really saying is, we want to lock you into our ecosystem so you cannot use anyone else's equipment. Proprietary thermostats are the electronic handcuffs of the HVAC world. The alternative is a standard smart thermostat like an Ecobee or a Honeywell Home. These work with virtually any system, cost $100 to $200, and if one fails in 10 years, you can replace it yourself in 15 minutes. Keep your controls simple and universal. The more proprietary your system, the more dependent you are on one manufacturer's pricing and availability. Loophole number 6. The Supply House Recon Mission. We've talked about finding old-school technicians who actually know how to repair things. But how do you actually find them? Here's the method the industry definitely does not want you to know. Find your local HVAC supply house. These are wholesale distributors like Ferguson, Johnstone Supply, or Wind Supply. They sell parts and equipment to contractors. Show up at 7 in the morning. That is when the real technicians come in before their first service call. Walk up to the counter and ask the manager this exact question. Who comes in here regularly, pays cash, and buys quality parts instead of the cheapest option? The supply house staff know everyone. They know which contractors are running legitimate repair operations and which ones are just parts changers working for private equity companies. They know who has been in the trade for 30 years and who got hired last month. Ask for 2 or 3 names. Call them directly. Explain that you are looking for someone who can actually diagnose and repair equipment, not just replace it. These technicians do not advertise. They do not have fancy websites. They do not show up on the first page of Google. But they are out there, and they are usually booked 3 weeks out because word of mouth keeps them busy. One more thing. When your new technician shows up, watch what they do. Do they pull out a tablet and start reading a script? Or do they pull out a multimeter and start taking measurements? Do they ask about your system's history? Or do they immediately start talking about replacement options? Do they explain what they're checking and why? Or do they just disappear behind the unit for 20 minutes and come back with a quote? A real technician teaches you something every time they visit. A parts changer just processes you like a transaction. Here's the bottom line. The HVAC industry spent decades building a system designed to extract maximum money from homeowners. Proprietary parts, planned obsolescence, pressure tactics, fear of the unknown. But you don't have to play their game. Demand a hybrid retrofit quote before agreeing to full replacement. Insist on proper sizing with a manual J calculation. Consider a dedicated dehumidifier instead of an oversized system. Install surge protection and a soft starter on day 1. Keep your controls standard and universal. And find a technician through the supply house network instead of Google Ads. Richard from Houston. Saved over $12,000 because he refused to accept the first quote. He asked questions. He did research. He found a contractor willing to do things differently. You can do the same thing. The industry wants you to buy a box. Build a system instead.